Thanks guys for checking in to get help with the independent practice. Let's get started. On number one, the first thing that you need to look at is you need to realize that it says which one is not correct, because I got to be honest, I missed it the first time around because I did not see the word not. Anytime you have a function in a question, you've got to just put it in y equals. Look at a picture, look at a table of points. The first thing you should do when you see y equals is grab your calculator and push y equals and get that equation in there. This is negative 4/3 plus 5. And it looks like I need to compare points for the first two and make sure all those points are on the table. So let's do that. Second graph gives me the table. Negative 3, 9, that one's in there. 3 2/3, 0.6666 is 2/3, so we're okay with that. 4, oh wow, this one is not in the table. So already we found the equation that's not correct, but just to be thorough, let's check out the other ones. The graph of the function contains the 0.31, and the x value increases by 3 units as the y value decreases. That's right, increases and decreases gives us a negative slope. And this one, negative 4/3, that is indeed the slope, and it goes through the point 0.05. And we know that's true because of the y-intercept being 5 right here. So A is the right answer here. Number 2 says which statement is true about the two functions represented below. I've got a graph, which is lovely, and I've also got a table. And I can tell you the first thing I want to see you do when you have a table of points is to go to Stat and get an equation. I buried my calculator. There it is. So the first thing we want to do is go to Stat, and that's already in there. And so I want to get an equation. So Stat, calculate, and we're going to use quadratic regression. If this is a quadratic data set, then it will have a number for A. If it's linear, then we'll have 0 for A. And it is indeed quadratic, negative 1x squared plus 3. And let's graph it. That does look like our graph, but we can make sure if we will look at a table. Negative 5, negative 22, check, check, check. Yes, so those two things are the same. So let's see what our multiple choice options tell us. This one says different. This one says different. Model the same function. That's what we're looking for. So on number 2, the answer is C. 3, all my answer choices give us formulas, so it looks like we need to read a problem and come up with a formula to match. Jerome pays a flat fee of $20 per month and additional 0.07 per megabyte of data on his mobile device if X represents the number of megabyte of data used in a month and C of X represents the total bill for 1 month. Which function best represents the given information? Well, since we're dealing with only 1 month, that $20 only happens once, so we're looking for plus 20 by itself, and then per megabyte, and megabyte is how we're charged. X represents the number of megabytes, so we need 0.07x, and that's A. I hope you didn't have any trouble with this one. The last one, you're given 4 different representations. Somebody received a gift card. Yep, right there. Before I even read the equation or read the problem, you guys, I'm going to put this in y equals because that's really going to tell me what's going on. 2.5x. And it says what models the situation made by this equation. So we've got a table of points. So let's look at them. Since we can only see D, let's look at that. 1. Oh no, D can't be it because it's not a function. So we know it's not D. Let's look at B. 0. That has the wrong points. 0 and 30. 1, 2750 is right. 3, 25. Those look about right. I buried my calculator. I'm going to have to get it before I know for sure. So let's look. 0 and 30, yes. 1 and 2750, 3. This one's not right. So it is C. Awesome. Thanks, guys.